Hey, how about now? You can probably hear me now. I push on the right button. Again, my name is Big Papa. This is Into the Derbyverse. It is Tuesday night. That means we're going to talk about what happened over the weekend in the Derbyverse when it comes to roller derby. So we are going to start out with the Rose City High Rollers. They hosted the Eight Wheel Assassins of Cherry City at the hangar at Oak Park in Portland. Over on Saturday night. At halftime score, the score was tied at 75-75, so it was tied 75 all. The High Rollers came into the second period strong and took the win with a final score of 170-137. A shout out to 6 Foot Dempsey for bringing us that information. Also, a follow-up, the Eight Wheel Assassins will be off track and taking some time off for the holidays, and we'll be back on track in February, so be sure to check their local Facebook for their information and updates. So again, the Eight Wheel Assassins of Cherry City out of Salem, Oregon, did take on Rose City High Rollers. Again, that's Rose City out of Portland, Oregon. And Rose City High Rollers were victorious. Again, the score was 170-135. Now, if you want us to follow one of your favorite teams, please shoot us a comment down below or go onto our Facebook page, Into the Derbyverse, and leave us a comment of what teams you would like us to follow in the upcoming season. We'd be more than happy to get that taken care of for you. Now, Central California Area Derby, they hosted a free black and white scrimmage on Saturday at Cary Park in Fresno. A fun time was held by all. They were having so much time they forgot the scores. So again, Central California Area Derby did host that free scrimmage. Keeping along with the scrimmage, you had Orange County Roller Derby. They held their intra-league Scrambler Derby. So when we are talking about intra-leagues, that are going to be teams within the same team. You might have a travel team and then like a B team, like an home team. They will bring their people together and split up teams, almost like, dodgeball in elementary. I pick Jimmy, I pick Susie. That's the way they do it. So on this one, Orange County did have the Intra-League Scramble Derby. The Princesses battled it out against the villains on the track. And in the end, it was the villains who came away with that victory crown. Now, keeping along the scrimmage thread, that timeline, Hidden City Derby did host their first annual Friend Scrimmage on Sunday. Hidden City and North County Derby Alliance matched things up and formed the True Black and Blue, which were black, and the Friends with Benefits, that was going to be white. Fun time was had by all. Again, tripled the points. Nobody kept score. Everybody had a good time. That's what it's all about. Now, I do want to say that on Saturday, the SoCal Cuttlefish, they did take on Badfish at the 4S Ranch Park in San Diego. Now, the Badfish took a strong lead, but the Cuttlefish had a huge comeback and took the win 150-149. Again, a shout out to Isabel Ringer for bringing us that information. And a shout out to Mr. Nito. How you doing today, sir? Appreciate that. Now, you did have the San Fernando Valley Roller Derby. They hosted a doubleheader in the lot in Sylmar. Now, the For Sures took the win against the Winetown Rollers. And their win was 209-174. And then the second bout saw the Wipeouts take on the fabulous Sin City Roller Girls. The Wipeouts were in control of the bout and won 327-71. So again, just to wrap up on that, we had some scrimmages going on. So is the season for scrimmages. And also wrapping up with the San Fernando Valley Roller Derby. Now we want to talk about a couple of the clinics that are going on. There is an update to the Train Today, Miracles Tomorrow with Miracle Whips. Now, right now, that is actually going to be hosted by Los Anarchists. and it was open to all juniors, all genders, and all levels. That's going to be Saturday, December 1st. Then they were going to follow it up on Sunday with adults. Now, the adult clinic is sold out, but what they're doing is they're going to go ahead and open up Saturday to all ages, so both juniors and adults. Now, it's again going to be 1:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. That's going to be $25 pre-sale and $30 at the door. I would suggest that you go to the Facebook page for payment options and also to sign up. They have the most current information. So again, that's going to be at Anarchy Hall, and that's going to be at 8990 Claybeck Avenue, there in Sun Valley, California. The zip there is 91352. But again, go and check that out to make sure that you have the most up-to-date information. Speaking of other up-to-date information, they do have a few tournaments that they are still looking for participants. So the first tournament is going to be the Otter Bowl 2019. That is hosted by our friends over at Monterey Bay Derby Dames. The Otter Bowl is a D3 level tournament. It's going to be staged at April 5th through the 7th of next year, 2019. Deadline for submissions is coming up. That's going to be at the end of the month, November 30th. Teams will be announced within 2 weeks. It is a 10-team double elimination tournament. Monterey Bay Derby Dames is currently ranked 236th, and they are looking for teams within 100 points of 236. So please check out their page, their Facebook page, if you have any further questions or get in contact with them. Now then, also the 8th annual Deep Blue Tourney. That's going to be hosted by the Sierra Regional Roller Derby. That's going to be taken care of in September 13th through the 15th of 2019 in Truckee, California. And then the Westside Wreckers are hosting the 2019 Wrecking Brawl. That's going to be October 19th and the 20th. That's going to be in Taft, California. So please check their Facebook page for further information on the registration. Now on Sunday, I do apologize, on Saturday, I was at Foothill with the Foothill Foxy Flyers and the Foxtails at their season closer. So on Saturday, the Foothill Junior Foxtails squared up against the North County Junior Rebels. Now, the Foxtails controlled the first period by getting lead jammer 87% of the time. At the half, the score was 91 to 197 in favor of the Foxtails. Now, in the second period, the Rebels came out determined to narrow the point gap. The Foxtails threw more jammers at them to try to stave off the Rebels. In the end, the Foxtails came away with the win, 342 to 212. Now, the Rebels had 4 jammers in rotation in the first period, added additional 4 more jammers to the rotation in the second period. Their top jammers for the Rebels were number 7, Spaztastic, at about 50% jammer rating. Number 19, Tragedy Ann, went for 37%, and 902, Weeks of Pain, was for 25%. Now, the Foxtails started with 9 jammers in rotation. In the second period, they added 6 jammers to the rotation. Now, the top jammers for the Foxtails were 1776, the Kraken. She went 100%. So each time she was on that jammer line, she got lead jammer. Number 77, Emily Hellcat, went 75%. And Zoe Anarchy was at 75%. Now, when I speak of jammer rating, we're speaking of the percentage of jams that the jammer obtained the lead jammer status. So I'll show you how effective they were in securing that lead jammer status. Now, the MVPs for that bout for North County Junior Rebels, the best blocker was 9051 Ratrink. The best jammer was number 19, Tragedy Ann. And the MVP for the Junior Rebels was number 7, Spaztastic. For the Foxtails, the best blocker was number 29, Blue Raven. The best jammer was number 77, Emily Hellcat. And the MVP overall for the Foxtails was number 19, Death Ray. On these awards, they are actually awarded with this league and teams. They are typically awarded by the teams, the teammates that play. So basically, the Foxtails will choose best blocker, best jammer, and MVP from the Junior Rebels, and then the Junior Rebels will choose for the other team. Now, later that evening, the second bout of the night, that pitted Foothill Foxy Flyers against North County Derby Alliance. Now, the lead changed multiple times in the first period. The Foothill secured lead jammer 12 of the 20 jams. But it was North County Derby Alliance with a lead at the half of 129 to 116. Now, the second half was basically a wild ride down to the last couple of jams, with North County Derby Alliance becoming victorious at 197 to 87, only 10 points separating each teams. Now, North County Derby Alliance had Spunky Bruiser jamming at 25%, Sweet Cyanide jamming at 25%, and Whippin' Dixie, she was jamming at 40% effective. Now, that was in their rotation, and that's the only jammers that they had. They only brought in and rotated 3 jammers for North County. Now, the Foothill Foxy Flyers, they had 5 jammers in rotation. They had Bambi at 72%, TKO Rex, Indiscretion went for 83%, Mo Troubles was at 66%, and Bruiser was at 42%. The MVPs for North County Derby Alliance, their blocker was number 750 milliliters. That was Vino Von Doom. And the best jammer for North County was number 43, Spunky Bruiser. For the Foothill Foxy Flyers, number 4, Bruiser, was the best blocker. And also number 331, TKO Rex, was the best jammer. Now, what was really neat with both of them, we have seen this in other, what am I trying to say? In other bouts during the last couple of weeks. It's actually the momentum, where you have who came out strong on the second half. If a team basically came out strong on the second half, we saw where they carried the momentum, and that could came down and helped secure the win. We saw that the last couple of weeks, and this was one of a good example where having that momentum in the second period was great, which gave them great momentum, but they may have gotten too far back. So a lot of teams start to talk about, hey, we're really good in the second period. But I think where that comes into, yes, you may be good in the second period, but it's very important to be good in the first period and not get too far behind. Where I think with the first bout with the Junior Rebels versus the Foxtails, is I think if the Junior Rebels were closer going into the half, they could have made it a much closer game. Now, where you take a look at the Foothill Foxy Flyers, the adults, taking on North County Derby Alliance, that momentum was really good, and it was only 10 points that separated it, and it came back down to who had the momentum going into the second period and who kept that momentum throughout that second period. So again, always a good bout. I have announced at Foothill Foxy Flyers this season 4 times, and each time that we've gone there, they have always put a great game on. I've always seen, a very exciting game. They've played very hard, and I know they'll get just better as the years and seasons go on. I know they are losing Indiscretion, number 99. She has been a captain, a great captain. a great jammer and blocker. She's been very powerful. She's just going to step away for a little bit, take some me time. She's been going strong for, I would imagine, 8 or 9 seasons. So we will miss her next season, and we will always wish her well and look forward to seeing her back on trackside. So, but like I stated before, if you can, if there are teams that you are looking for us to cover and stay close to next season, the 2019 season, please leave that comment down below. We'd be more than happy to take a look at that, and also share this with some friends that are helping, so you can help them look out and see maybe we can cover their games and also their leagues or stuff. Go onto our Facebook page, Into the Derbyverse on our Facebook page, and leave us your likes and your comments and your shares. We would really appreciate that, because we want to bring you more Derby action going on. So again, playing around with some of our cameras and stuff, always trying to get some good things going. Give me just a moment to apologize. So if you can, please let us know where you're watching us from. If you're watching us here on the live stream or on the rebroadcast, please leave us your likes and your comments. We'd be more than happy to take a look at that. If you've got questions, let me know about that. So a big event that's coming up this weekend, which is Saturday, in Corona, hosted by the Prison City Derby Dames, that's going to be Thankscribbage. That is a large event, going to start at 10 a.m. on Saturday, go all the way up to 5 p.m. Please go on to the Prison City Derby Dames Facebook page, onto their events for Thankscribbage. They are updating that quite consistently. If you have any questions or stuff, they do have their schedule set up right now. It could change a little bit here and there, but please go to their Facebook page. I would really, make sure that you have the up-to-date information. And if you have any questions, they're very responsive on that. Now, with the Thankscribbage going on, Into the Derbyverse will be there. I will be on track 1 most of the day. If you are looking for help on becoming a roller derby announcer, or have any questions about being a roller derby announcer, I'll be there to answer any of your questions, or if you have comments or concerns, be more than happy to bring that up. One of the 2 projects that Into the Derbyverse is needing your help with. The first one is the Into the Derbyverse 2018 census. So what we want to do is to be able to get a list and confirm what leagues are still playing, what leagues are active here in Southern California and the rest of the Derbyverse, so we know who's still out there, so we can give an accurate accurate answer to the question, how many people are playing. So if you can, come over to our booth or table there on track side, on track number 1, and pick up a pen and pencil. Give us your list. We'll have a list up there of things that you maybe need to add or take away, so we make sure that we have an accurate count. Make sure we've got that. That'll help other leagues. That'll help us too to know what leagues to follow, what leagues are out there. This will also give other leagues an opportunity to know who's out there, so they can set up their schedules or find out who's still playing. The other project that we have, that's going to be the 2018 Fan Favorites. This is going to be something that's generated directly by you, the fans. So give us your picks for the best jammers, the best picks for your favorite blockers, your coaches. So we'll give that up to you. Now, to participate in that, you can just simply go to our Facebook page. Just go ahead and message us right there on the Facebook page and give us your name and your email address. And what we do is we'll send you out a questionnaire. It'll be from SurveyMonkey, and ask you 7 simple questions as far as your choices for best blocker, best jammer, coach, who holds the best after party. Simple questions like that, and we will go ahead and keep that open until the end of the month, and then close that out and put that up on our Facebook page, and also post it on our December 4th broadcast. So again, those two things going on. Mr. CJ, do we have anything else that we want to talk about?
Well, you're going to be out at Think Scrimmage on?
We'll be out at Think Scrimmage on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Saturday after the after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Think Scrimmage.
Okay, that sounds really fun. Are we going to return on Thanksgiving?
Actually, that's a good question. Are we going to return on Thanksgiving? No, we're going to actually give you some time to spend with your family. So Thursday we will not, but keep an eye out for us because we will most likely go live at Think Scrimmage. We're going to maybe do some interviews out there. Ask the important question, do you have a pregame ritual? Or the very important question, what do you put on your pizza? That's very important. Inquiring minds want to know.
Maybe get some live streaming on the phone?
Yeah, we'll get some live streaming on the phone. We'll get some live streaming here on Facebook. Get all that taken care of. Get our interviews. So Saturday, yeah, spread the wealth around. Saturday is going to be just a busy day of Derby. Again, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we'll be there. If you're in the area, come out and say hi. You know, let's sit down and talk Derby.
So I'm hoping you maybe can get some Patreon exclusive footage.
Yes, we will have.
Though our Patreon is bursting at the seams with a grand total of 0 subscribers.
We will have maybe some exclusive footage. What that exclusive footage is, we don't know yet, but we're going to spare no expense. Seriously, no expense bringing that exclusive footage to you.
And Jackass is our Facebook page, Into the Derbyverse.
Yes, our Facebook page is Into the Derbyverse. And you can check out with Into the Derbyverse. What we basically want to set up for that is, hey, if you got questions, bring us your questions. You got photos. You've been to an event? Give us your photos, because we know that you guys like to take selfies at the bout and also the after party. So send us all your photos. Also for your skaters, we are looking for the best Derby kiss. If you understand what Derby kisses are, that's what we're looking for. So we're basically looking for the best brews. Who had the best brews in 2018? So you can post that up on our Facebook page also. What else?
Oh yeah, there have been quite a bit of injuries this late in the season, haven't there?
Yes, we had some injuries late in the season. The most recent is Snoopy, the jammer out of IEDD. She has had an injury with her ankle. I'm not sure how extensive that is, but I believe that's going to go ahead and be, that's going to put her into either a cast or something. But we want to wish her a speedy recovery. You can check the Inland Empire Derby Divas, their Facebook page, if they are having any events to help that out. But I'm glad you brought that up with that. If you are familiar with Southern California, we actually, most of the Ventura area and also Northern California, they were affected by huge wildfires. The city of Paradise, California, has been burnt to the ground. Many people have lost their homes. I know 7 skaters for NorCal roller derby. They have lost their homes. They are looking for assistance. So if you can check out their Facebook page, but go to West Coast Derby Knockouts. They are holding a benefit bout on Monday. I believe it's, I don't have the date readily available. I do apologize, but please go to their Facebook page. You can check their events. They are holding a benefit bout, and all those proceeds for the bout is going to go to the help with the recovery in the wildfires in Malibu and Ventura and Oxnard and Thousand Oaks in that Southern California area. All right. Yes.
Where can people DM you if they want to drop you a link or contact you directly?
You can actually go into our Facebook page and do that messenger right there and send a DM right there. That is the easiest way and the quickest way to get a response from us. We always are looking for your best input and stuff. Mr. Nito, you stated, she did suffer Snoopy did suffer a fracture of the ankle. I believe that they're going to go into put her into a cast. I'm again not sure, but again you can reach out to them. And the Ventura County Derby Darlings is actually hosting a benefit bout on December 17th, which is a Monday, for the victims of the Borderline shooting. So you have two leagues in Ventura. You have the West Coast Derby Knockouts, and then you have the Ventura County Derby Darlings. So the West Coast Derby Knockouts is going to be doing a benefit for the fire victims, and then the Ventura County Derby Darlings are going to be doing a benefit for the shooting victims at the Borderline nightclub. So I really do appreciate all the help that they've been doing to get this and help recover, because you're right there with the shooting and then didn't have enough time to recover, and even some of the people that were involved in the shooting have been affected by the wildfires. So I really do appreciate our leagues taking that time and reaching back out to the community. I know that West Coast Derby Knockouts, they do a lot of local volunteering with the community. They are very involved with the community, as are a lot of other leagues. And that's what's really nice about our community, the roller derby community, is that we take care of our own, but we also take care of our community, because we can't do what we want to do, and we can't do what we do without the community to support us. What else there, Mr. Watson?
What is your Twitter account, sir?
Our Twitter is actually Twitter is Into the Derbyverse. That's our Twitter account. You can catch us on the Twitter, or you can actually find us on Instagram. Instagram should be the same thing, Into the Derbyverse. You might find it under Bush League Announcer, but you'll most likely also see it under Into the Derbyverse, both on Twitter and also on Instagram.
And you know where a really convenient place to find all those links is?
That's going to be right here on our YouTube channel. You can check.
And our website has
yes,
to everything.
You can check our website. Our website is www.intothederbyverse.com. You can check all the links right there. Just hover over the icon and click on the icon, and it'll take you right to our site right there. So that's a great way.
We definitely encourage people to drop those links to help other people, and drop whatever links they think is helpful into the Facebook, into the live chat, on the Twitter, anywhere you want them. Don't be shy.
Yes, seriously, just like CJ said, if you got links, you got questions, you got answers, please drop us the line. Let us know so we can reach out to everybody in the Derbyverse, so we know that they've got the information that they need. So
once again, for everybody going out, Thanks Scrimmage costs how much?
Thanks Scrimmage, I believe it's $5 per skater per thing. I would actually suggest you go to the Facebook page, take a look at the events, and get the proper amount per skater for that day.
And is it free to fans?
For fans, I think it's free. I think it's free. It's either that or like a $10 spectator fee. But that's $10 all day. That's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They've got 2 tracks going on. The scrimmages are 30-minute scrimmages, but you're cramming a lot of roller derby in one day.
What's really interesting to me is how the matches are made. Why don't you tell everybody how those matches are made?
The matches that they make, they go on, basically, they take levels. So basically you might have females, juniors, co-ed, mixed, Then they break it down to levels. It'll be like intermediate, it'll be beginners, it'll be advanced, and they just throw teams together. They have certain teams. One of the teams you got to watch out for, that's going to be these Chunky Dunks taking on the Skinny Dips. You know, so that's, yeah. So you've got the big girls taking on the skinny girls.
Oh.
You know, you'll have you have the Rebels versus the Empire. You'll have DC versus Marvel. You have different themes, different colors, and stuff like that. So that's always one to see.
And you said there are co-ed skaters?
Yes, there are co-ed teams. Two of the biggest ones are LA Flakers. So that's one, and Chorizo and Eggs. So that's always another good bout to see. So again, you see some different co-ed skaters out there and stuff like that. So that's what's really nice to see. And then you do got 2 junior bouts going on, 2 junior scrimmages. So always check that out. So if you are coming with your kids, bring them out too. That'll be great.
What ages are juniors?
Juniors are going to be 8 to 17. They age out when they hit 18. So graduate high school, they age out, and got that going on.
And what else is there to do there for families?
For families, you've got the vendors there. You've got roller derby there. You've got food. You know, they've got a nice snack bar and stuff like that. So there's just a big day of roller derby. That's always a nice thing to see. Again, that is an event. I've talked about this multiple times before. That's an event I look forward to every year.
And that's why I want to talk it up, especially since we're not going to be here Thursday.
Yes, we're not going to be here Thursday, so don't forget. You know, check out our Twitter page. You know, take a look for tweets, whatever you want to call them, little birdies. We're sending you little birdies. We're not giving you the bird, but we're sending you some birds. But, you know, check that out. Check our Facebook page. We'll keep you posted throughout the holiday season. So
yeah, just because we're not going to be live doesn't mean you're not going to be accessible and posting.
Of course. If you're lonely on Thanksgiving, you can always just send us a post. We'd be more than happy to help you out because we're here for you. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We've gone rambling on, but again, my name is Big Papa. This is Into the Derbyverse. You are Derby fans, and we appreciate that. And in all things, keep your family close. Thank you.